Today I want to go over some editing tips to help speed up your workflow in Davinci Resolve Studio, the paid version of Davinci Resolve. Here I've got the master clip from my last video on the dolly zoom effect. You can watch that video up here. Now I could just take and drop that onto the timeline and go in and cut it up. I've got about 14.5 minutes of video, but let's look at a faster way to do that. So if I go to the clip in the media pool, right click, go down to Audio Transcription and Transcribe. Davinci Resolve is going to analyze the audio and transcribe that into text that we can then edit. So start to finish, this is going to take about a minute on this clip. And I end up with this window here. Now, because I'm old, I'm going to bump the font size up. And I'm going to turn that to high contrast. Let's go ahead and expand that window size out. So now I have a transcription of that video, and I can play through. 3, 2, 1, go. The cursor follows. And now let's see what we can do to use this to edit the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the upper right hand corner, hit the 3 dots, and click Remove Silent Portions. You notice the 3 dots surrounded by parentheses get lined through, indicating we've deleted them. Now I can also go through and select bits of text and manually delete them by hitting the delete key. So when I'm recording, if I mess up, I'll just say cut and then continue on. So I'm going to hit the search or Control F, and I'm going to search for cut. And that allows me to go through and quickly select the areas I want to get rid of. Now, when I search, every time I select text and delete it, it goes back to the beginning. So I've got to search through again to find all the places where I said cut. All right, so I've cleared that out. Now, as I'm going through, I find someplace where it misspelled the name of the city I live in, which is understandable. So if I select that, right click, and then I can edit and update it to the correct spelling. Now if I go through and I delete something that I end up not wanting to delete, I can right click on that. I can either delete or undelete, or I can copy that and paste it someplace else. As I'm going through, I can select a section of text. This button in the lower left-hand corner will create a subclip, and now that subclip shows up in my media pool that I can use in other places. But now that I've got it edited the way I want, I can hit Control A to select all, and then down in the lower right-hand corner, I can insert or append that to my timeline. So let's go ahead and insert. Let's go ahead and close this down. And now I've got a rough cut of my video that is cut down to just under 8 minutes from the original 14. So you can see how that would definitely speed up your workflow. Now, if I go back in here, right-click, Audio Transcription, and go to Transcribe, it'll take me back into the transcription window. The font stays the same, but the window size resets back to what it was. And now if I want to export this, up in the upper right hand corner is a button export, and that takes that, dumps it out to a text file, and now I have a script that I can edit and put into other programs of everything that I did in that video. Now, if I decide I want to start over, I can right-click on that, Audio Transcription, and Clear Transcribe, and now I'm ready to start over again. Another thing that you can do in Davinci Resolve Studio to speed up things, if I click on Timeline, create subtitles from audio, it gives me some options for language, which is set to auto. I can change to different subtitle types. I can change the number of characters per line and the number of lines, single or double, and then hit create, and that's going to go through and analyze the text. And now I've got a subtitle track created, and I can go in and edit that if I don't like the way it broke it up. or I can right click on that and export subtitles, and then I can go in and edit that in another program for editing subtitles. So that's been the audio transcription and automatic subtitles from Davinci Resolve Studio. If you feel I've earned it, I'd appreciate a subscription. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.